So I used to battle with what you put in that video.
Yeah.
Your message was very beautiful, and the only thing I can tell you is keep doing what you're doing. Self-care is very, no, let me rephrase that. Self-care is extremely important. But do you know what it means for self-care?
Well, I guess we as people only know our own way of self-care, so
No.
feel free to open our eyes to
No,
it.
it's everywhere with what you do. It's the little bits of serotonin we receive on a daily. New things, things that interest us,
The energy around us, maybe.
the energy around us, positive vibes, good music, things that smell good, good food, the shit we do in this party and the shit that we talk to every day. I don't care how bad of a day any of us have had. As soon as we hear each other's voices on the head, it says like, oh, it's Zoro, oh, it's enemies, what's up, blah, 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 whatever. You know, we're always happy to hear each other's voice. That little bit of serotonin, that
To me is what it is like
that
to have friends. That's why I call my friends
that's
like family.
that self-care right there, that little instance of happiness, that is self-care. Taking care of your well-being, like shaving a little bit more, putting in like getting a beard kit, getting some stuff for your, you know, like little things like that. Like, so I've been learning a lot about self-care because of my condition. So I don't know if I told you before, earlier this year I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and it perpetually just got worse.
Yeah, you told me that.
So, like, now, that's why I told you about the videos I'm gonna have to probably pass on when I can't. Because sometimes, like, I don't know, I don't remember if you've ever heard me just, like, have you ever seen me just leave without saying nothing?
Yeah.
It gets to the point that in my voice, you hear the shake in my voice, like, I sound like I'm rattling, like, in my voice. So, at that point, when I catch myself, I just mute, and then when I can't calm down, I just hop off for the night and just relax. So that's another thing. Getting good amounts of sleep. That's self-care. You know, personal hygiene, like exfoliating your skin, you know, some Neutrogena and some Noxema on your face wouldn't hurt. Getting your hair treated, like doing your own treatment for your own hair, for your hair type. If your hair is greasy, that means you need to change what type of shampoo you're using. If your armpits still have BO after you're using deodorant, those little things, those little hygienic things, self-care. Um, Massages, going swimming, seeing a new scenery, like outdoors, like going for a hike, as an example, with your girlfriend. It could be a date, but that's also, if you go by yourself, it's self-care because you're out in you're out in a place of serenity and its natural habitat. There's nothing, there's no city buzzing, there's no alarms going off, there's no cars, there's no sirens. It's just you, the wind, and the fucking trees, and the fucking crazy noises you're gonna hear in the woods. It's gonna freak you out if you're not used to that, but you know, I'm just saying, if you are, it's peaceful, and that's also self-care. Like taking a dip in a hot tub, going into a sauna, going to the
Fucking Christ.
gym,
Oh my god.
hanging
Sorry.
out with your friends. Like, I don't mean to like go and elaborate, but like these little things are self-care.
Sorry, that just scared the shit out of me.
You're good. People were bullying me because they wanted me to race them, but I didn't want to smoke them. And I was in the middle of my point going across. So that's what I'm saying. Self-care. Also, changing the furniture around in your room. And oh, by the way, that's another thing. The way you live will represent your mental health. If your room is a mess, your clothes are on the floor, you got bottles of water everywhere, you haven't dusted it in a long time, you got cobwebs up everywhere, your fans or anything, even your vents have dust on it, that will fuck with your mental health. And is not doing all that and rearranging your furniture and shit. Good feng shui is also good for your mental health and self care. Because then, if your room looks bigger, looks cleaner, you're gonna be in a better mood.
Yeah.
But that's also you gonna have to slowly reorganize everything and kind of have to remember where shit went because then everything's lost because it's nowhere in its usual quote unquote spot. Like that's not where my socks used to be. Where the fuck are my socks? Where's my TV controller? Where's my PlayStation controller? Where's my headset? Blah 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 blah. You know, things like that. Same thing. Your living situation is also a big thing for your mental health.
Yeah.
So like, and these are things that I've been taking a big note on because I was in a bad situation. I was in a manipulative friendship, and it was someone that I used to call brother. And I lost that friendship when I realized he was using me for the last 2 years of our friendship, and it got perpetually worse when it looked like he was about ready to just bounce and leave town. And my illness was starting and then getting perpetually worse. So that took a big hit on my mental health. Someone that I thought was gonna have my back always was being that way. And even though in our hearts, one thing I will say, in our hearts, we may think we're doing the right thing, but we could possibly hurt someone else. So, and from this moment on, any decision you make sure you think about what you're about to do and what you're about to say before you do it. Especially when it involves someone's, not view on you, but more so, how will it affect that person if it's going to affect them extremely negative or not? Because if you don't care what people think about you, you don't need to care. You know what I mean? Fuck what someone else has to say. But if it's someone you care about that it's going to affect them, like in a harmful or mental, psychological, or even physical way, you need to think about that before you do it. Sorry. It's been a while since I had a heart-to-heart like that.
That's fine. We all need it sometimes. I definitely needed that.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I hope that helps you with whatever you're going through, and you know, whatever you do from this point forward.
I didn't want to sit there in like awkward silence for a minute, but I feel like the silence was probably stronger than whatever I could have said back.
No, you're good. What you just said was enough for me to know that my message went across your head and you understood what I was telling you.
Because I didn't really I guess I was trying to think of something, but I didn't really know what to say.
Like,
I was just kind of thinking about what you said.
I'm gonna give you an example because I this is what I do, and I don't want anything in return. I'm not a show off. I don't tell anybody I do this. I'm sure my mom says it all the time on when she talks about me, but I help anybody in front of me. It doesn't matter who they are, what race they are, how old they are. I see someone struggling, I'm gonna help them in front of me, even if I'm struggling myself. Because you never know. You never know when someone's gonna turn around and help you back. And that blessing's coming back to you. So when you walk around, you can be someone else and do things like that. You can be someone else's blessing. Simply as you're putting your groceries away, you see a mom and her daughter, and they have a case of water. You say, "Ma'am, is it alright if I help you put your case of water up?" You don't know what that will do to that person for the rest of their day. You don't know what that little generosity you did for them. Or you see someone struggling to get out their car or walk into the store or whatever, an old lady maybe. Help that old lady. Because you never know who she has or who doesn't have in her life that will help her. And that little moment will give her hope to keep going. Just you helping her walk and get to to where she's going to go. You know what
Sorry.
I mean? No, I'm just saying it's like helping a little old lady across the street. I hate to use that scenario, but you know what I mean? Because the other
Yeah,
day
it was
I was
just
at a doctor's office and because of the issues I'm having now, and I helped the lady go into the doctor's office, and she, when her son came and spoke to me, he's like, it's hard. She has Alzheimer's and dementia. Half the time she doesn't know where she's at. And I even asked her, "Do you need help to your chair?" I helped her all the way inside because she couldn't walk. And I don't say that because I want to be like, oh, I'm showing off my heroics or anything like that. I'm using that as an example of kindness.
although if somebody did say something like that in that form or in that sense, that's not a show of kindness at all
Right.
or
But I'm using
anything
it
along
as an
those lines.
example. I'm using this little story of mine as an example of what you can do because that dude was about to cry in front of me. Just that little thing I helped him with. I helped his mom get into the doctor's office. Her son, oh, he was taller and bigger than me, and I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4" and 340 fucking pounds, dude. And this dude was like at least 6'7", and we were standing on a hill. He was like a foot taller than me. He was about to cry, blubbering about at me, about what's going on with his mom. That little help, that little niceness I gave to him, he said I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how what you did was he thanked me. He said what you did was so much more than what anyone else. And I said that could have been my mom or that could have been my family member. And a lot of people in this world are missing that common courtesy, dude. And that generosity. Like we live around here as people, but we forget we are people. It's not just about the hustle and people are out to get you. It's also about people are just trying to live their life. Some people have medical conditions they can't control, and or they have family members that are dying, and or worse, a single mom struggling with 5 kids or 1 kid even.
Damn, wait, you actually just
Like you never know what's going on with somebody, dude. Or
you don't know how hard
for
that actually hit home for me.
dude, I'm living that life. My mom is here in the other room, and I'm her she's hearing what I'm saying. My mom is, dude. So okay, I'm gonna hit you. You really want me to hit it home with you? When I was 13, my dad decided to disappear for a couple of years, and then come in and out of my life until I was 15. Then I didn't see him until I was 21. It was nothing but a phone call, if that. If that. Now I'm older because I knew my father. Your story I know is different. I knew my father, but I had to steal. I had to. I had to. Woody, I'm sorry, bro. I'm having a serious conversation. I don't. It's pretty tense. I don't mean to like. I'm not saying you're bad vibes or anything. I just don't want to ruin. I'm. No, 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 no. Not even that. Okay. No, 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 no. You're good. You're good. It's good to hear your voice, bro. How you been? How's work? You still sparring? Okay. All right, man. How's your health? You doing okay? Mm, it's that's what I was. That's what I was just getting about with Animus. It's. We'll see in the future. But you don't know too much because we haven't spoken lately. But later on when we talk, we have a sit down and actually, yeah, we'll talk about it. But I don't want to lay it on you all right now. Mm. All right, bro. So after I hit 15, I moved to Colorado, and that's when I changed. I turned around I turned around from being depressed, and I never had I had a decent childhood from what I remember, because I have a bad memory now. But it's not like my dad was physically abusive, but he was verbally abusive. And pretty much, Hispanic parents, whatever they see at the time, they hit you with it. It is what it is. You got hit with the belt, the damn hanger, the sandal, the shoe, whatever. You know what I mean? That's normal. That's how they do it. And that's not a big deal. But
I just had a billboard.
my mentality changed when I was 15 from being a kid to adult very quickly. I didn't enjoy my teenage years. I went from staying out of school to try to help my mom get money because we were homeless for a solid 5 years after that. Actually, no. We didn't actually get settled. We settled down towards our end of time in Colorado for maybe about a year in an apartment, but we were in a homeless shelter for single mothers and veterans. And then we got a home through that program, and then we got an apartment afterwards when we got back on our feet towards our end of like our last 2 years in Colorado. So it wasn't all that bad, but the first 3 years of Colorado was hell. People are so racist out there. I felt like I didn't belong. I had nobody until I met somebody out there. And then I went to church, and then I found God, and I became a very spiritual person. And slowly but surely, my body was changing. I went from 330 to 260. My time living out there, I was able to lift boulders that were like 300 to 800 pounds. I was able, dude, I was strong, bro. I was doing construction work. They were like, I bet you can't lift that. I said, I bet you half your check and lunch today I can lift that. And they said, bet. Boy, I was rich that week. Let me tell you, I was rich that week. Oh man, bro, they used to call me the Jack. They used to call me Jack at work. That's why I called you. I gave that name Jack on the show, because when I would go in, I would take off my shirt, wear my tank top. They were like, "Ooh, you getting sexy for us?" I said, "This ain't a show." Bro, every time you would hear me use that, because so what we used to do is we used to break concrete slabs. I'm really proud of this. This is a trade I learned. So we used to break concrete slabs and put new driveways in. My proudest thing is breaking a whole driveway by myself with a sledgehammer and a pickaxe. Can you imagine how hard that is to do?
I mean, probably couldn't imagine that, but
They used to call me Lancero, Jackhammer, the Hammer, Jack. They used to call me the Rock, and I said no, that's the Boulder. And they used to call me a bunch of stuff. They at first they used to call me a baby because I used to complain about the fucking job because I never worked concrete in my life. I've never, that was my first job ever. So this fucking sucks. It's too hot. I just complained. I was spoiled, But it was a real man's job, and throughout that experience, what I will tell you this, I learned what it meant to be around a community of loving people that accepted me no matter where I was from, who I was, what I did, whatever my past was. They saw my strengths, they accepted me for my weaknesses, they loved me for who I was. I think I was done dirty by a few people, but I let it go because it was overall a good experience at the end, because in the beginning I had nothing. I was literally scraping by. We sold everything. To the point, I'm pretty sure we were all we to the point I had to learn how to cook and everything, dude. Like I had to become a man. at 15. I didn't have a job or anything like that, but I had to be my mom's rock. I had to be my sister's, you know, support, male support, because my sister didn't know what it was to have a strong male role model in her life. And I was very stern with her. I was always hard on her, and she hated me. I know she did. But she's married now and everything, you know, and I'm very proud of who she's become. And yeah, man, what I'm gonna tell you is after that experience, I moved over here to Georgia. And then things kind of went up and then down, up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Right now I'm down again. What I'm gonna tell you is whatever life brings you at your lowest, there's gonna be something lower than that. And sometimes it's gonna get beyond lower that you wish for death. When you, either way, no matter how low you go, you always look up. And you always see that light, man. That future of whatever you got going on for yourself, whatever success you want. And you could see it. All you gotta do is climb. All you gotta do is climb. So don't ever doubt whatever you want to do it. Don't ask someone else's opinion on what you want to do unless you're asking their opinion on, like, hey, does this sound cool? Do what you want to do and what makes you happy. And make sure that it makes you successful. So that way you can take care of your mom. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. I'm just like,
speechless.
I mean, kinda, a little bit, but
All right. If it's a little much, you could tell me to stop.
Say it like that. I'm gonna say it like that because I still have this thing where I don't. I guess it's described as prideful. I don't really want to admit that.
I'm prideful too. I have an ego from hell, but that doesn't mean it excuses you from asking for help.
Like, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't want to really like admit that I was speechless, but you know.
You're good.
I'll still give you the credit and everything, but
no, you're good, man.
But I was really just sitting here listening and actually hearing what you're saying.
I'm not saying I'm going through something similar because there's kids that grow up without knowing who their dad is. At least I have the benefit of communicating with mine every now and again. I can call him every day if I wanted to, but he's not well. He talks. He doesn't have a lot of people to talk to, and this is why I say mental health is important, because right now he's 50. So as soon as he's in a stage right now, as soon as he has someone to listen to him, and this is what I'm scared of for people, for men, period. When they get at an age so late that when they find someone who genuinely will listen to them, they just express it. It just comes out like fucking explosive diarrhea. And I don't want that for anybody. I don't want that for any of my boys when they get older. Because now, when I talk to my dad, I can have a casual conversation, but it has to be after he expresses all the stressful things that are that are in his waking moment. And can you imagine? I don't. It doesn't bother me, but can you imagine when you listen to someone for 30 minutes straight, whenever you talk, and all they have to say is nothing but negatives?
It's going
What
to
they're
affect
living.
you.
No, it's not. It doesn't affect me. It's sad that my dad's going through that. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I didn't mean it in like that way, but I meant like,
No, like you're right. It's gonna affect me. Like it's sad that I feel sad that my dad's going through that. But like he put himself in that situation. You know, you reap what you sow. I can't do nothing for him. You know what I mean?
right.
Because you don't know the situation, so I can't really, say you can't. You have the right to say. You have every right to say what you said, but I'm explaining it in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't know the situation. So what I'm basically saying is you don't want to be so late in your life waiting on someone, so and then when you finally express yourself, it's like you need that instant relief. You need to be able to do it now, so that way you're calm for the rest, not just you burst and explode on everyone, and then all of a sudden then you're calm. You can't bottle that up. You can't. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't. It's not good for your back and the heart. You gotta let yourself like be mellow. Let it out. Let it be loose. Like let what you have to say, get it off your chest. Then be like, I love you, mom. I love you, whoever you were talking to, your girl, whatever. And then get on about your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh, Something that I don't really do is, I guess, I don't really talk about it because I don't really reflect on it. I'm like thinking about the past unless I absolutely have to.
You're not gonna
But
do it now. You're not gonna
yeah,
do it
no,
now.
no, I'm not doing
You're
that
not
right
gonna
now.
do it now. No, no, no. I'm telling you, you're not gonna do it now. What you need to do is focus on what's in front of you.
Yeah,
Because when you start reflecting on the past, I promise you, it's gonna be when you're older. You're not gonna do that now. Trust me. If you
yeah.
start doing that now, you're gonna have gray hair by the time you're 30. Trust me. Your hair gonna be white at 31. I'm already halfway salt and pepper myself, and I'm only 28. Trust me. You don't want to go that route. Oh, by the way, you're 15, right? Going on
Uh,
16, or
I'll be 16 next month.
okay. Do me a favor.
Yeah,
Have whatever you consider fun and that makes you laugh and giggle and tickles your fancy, whatever. Do it. Do it until you have to get a job. If your mom sends you off to college, don't tell her no. Just do it.
yeah,
You pay her back. Do what you have to do. Then all of those blessings, you're like, all right, you roll them shoulders up and you get ready to work. Because then you'll be like, all right, mom, here's your new place. Bam. All right, mom, here's your new car. Bam. All right, mom, you need new shoes? Okay. Bam. New closet full of everything. Bro, tell me that won't feel nice.
except the thing is, 90% of what you just described, I'm either going to go through, or not only that I've been through, but what you just listed is something that I want to do. Like all of those things I
It's
wanted to do. Yeah.
that's always been my biggest dream, to do that. But now you know. You're in your hole, right? Now you know what you have at the top, what you want to do. Now you gotta find a way to do it.
I have a couple of ideas before I resort to the norm, but just gotta
Well,
work at them. I always have a plan or something to fall back on, so don't worry about that.
Do not do military. That should be last resort, not your first one. Your mid resort should be going overseas to the oil plants. Working on oil rigs, they make some good ass money overseas. If you feel like getting if you feel like getting froggy and getting frosty, you could always get your security license, do security, private security. Get your armed license or blue card, what's in some states, as well as a carry permit, and you can work as an actual in a security agency as an armed officer. I know out here in Georgia it takes, I don't know about now because of the inflation, but about 4 years ago, all you need is a couple of certifications and maybe like 25 grand, and you can start your own security firm and take contracts, work for HOAs and do stuff like that, work and do stuff like that. I'm just giving you ideas, bro.
Love you too.
Well, you ready for the next race?
Not really sure.
Or you just want to just chill?
I need to read back something I wrote.
So, rewinding back to the video that you sent, don't change anything you put in that video.
I'm not changing anything. I'm just reading it back.
Just if you ever is that a personal video that's not online yet?
It's not up, no.
Okay, so that video, you should caption it at some point after you caption whatever you want to caption in the video. When you're at the end, please pause to read. Just because we have some idiots on the internet, they don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. I just realized. Okay, yeah, I know what you meant.
Like, please pause to read, thank you, or some bullshit like that. Smiley face, a heart, whatever.
The possibility of this actually going live is very low, but if it ever does, I will make sure to keep that in mind.
Alright. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
There you go. This is what I'm here for. Bam. Death went muted. I hope he didn't hear. I hope he heard all of. I hope he didn't like feel weird that we were having that man-to-man talk. Oh, by the way.
I'll mute because my baby sister is yelling in the background.
Oh, she's yelling.
Well, not anymore. But she wasn't in there.
Oh, okay. I don't care if your baby sister's yelling.
Y'all were having a talk, so I didn't want her just interrupting you.
No, you're good, man. She needs to be verbal. She needs to express her thoughts.
She can't, so.
No, that's the way she does it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like literally do it.
No, I could tell with the way she sounds that she has a speech issue, so don't worry about it, bro. She's still a little blessing. She's adorable. I literally love hearing her on your headset. I ain't gonna lie. Like, old friend of mine used to say I don't like kids. It's not that I don't like kids. I don't like changing diapers.
I feel that.
No, she's only.
And it's not because of the privates. It's not because of the poop. I just don't like doing it. But I feel like if the kid was mine, I would man up and do it. You know what I mean?
Guys, don't freak out. On the work side. Don't freak out. But we've been exposed to the coronavirus. And he's like, oh, I'm not worried about it at all. I was little, I found a whole bottle of candy and I ate the whole thing. Inside was Flintstone vitamins, so I have a good 6 cents.
What the fuck?
He's like, so if anybody is feeling sick, we're gonna give them 2 weeks paid vacation. He's like, so you say you don't get sick? I ain't no doctor, but I think I'm coming down with a severe case of anti-fuckitis. A whole bottle of Flintstone.
Hell no.
Okay.
Oh, I've also been playing Wildlands a lot lately, and I've been playing on the hardest mode where it's if you die, you lose all your experience, basically a one life mode. It's pretty fun. It's very toxic,
Why didn't you let me
but
eat them?
fun.
Why didn't you let me eat them? Why didn't you let me eat them? What if I want to die from overdosing on gummies, huh? You sure about that?
Yes.
If I eat enough, I will. I could die from eating too much of anything.
Not vitamins.
Oh, not debatable. No.
Okay, so you said you weren't going to read this one, but I do actually kind of
What if I just choke on them?
want to read this. I think
there's too many.
Hang on, let me actually make
Or
sure.
you might OD on like other
I can't really see most of it on
So
my phone.
Oh, so what if I just choke on the vitamins because there's too many?
I could avoid you with vitamins.
You could abort me with vitamins. Oh my god. Detect it. How the fuck? Oh, the god damn. Oh!
Okay, so Zoro,
Am I going to preschool with
the one that you said you weren't going to read was, I've been talking mental health and physical at the same time because that's what I've been dealing with. That's what I've been dealing with most, especially as of recently. But as a small creator, not many people can hear or see the message. So help from who sees this would be nice. So help from who sees this would be nice. To spread the word, like and sub and share, like, sub and share.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah. This is okay. So this one.
Hey, Dad. Ask me, did I have a good day today? I'm not gay.
That was actually one of my favorite things because all these videos in a very short period of time really show you how I evolved in my mental state in like the course of maybe a week. Because as a person, I like the thought of being able to grow past things and understand. So it's a very big and important thing for me to be able to have an experience, understand the experience, and be able to grow past it, become better, and just better myself in general.
That's good, man. I'm glad to hear it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
Alright, what are we doing?
Before we do anything, actually, also look at this. This is the one that I made for the video. This is the extra one.
Looks good. What
Yeah.
type of are you gonna wreck it out? Are you gonna get a new paint job for it? What are you gonna do?
Actually, this is the new paint job. I already did the first part where it's all like messed up and everything. Basically.
Okay, did you have it with like the rust and everything all broken out? Okay.
I had rust on it. I put it in critical conditions and then I slapped it in the bush.
Okay, I was just asking, not like. Never mind. Okay, that sounds cool, man.
But,
I don't know where my mind went with that.
But something that I will say, because I was talking about like the growth and like evolution of mindset, because there was a video that I released. It doesn't tell me when I released it, and I don't feel like looking through my channel.
Okay.
I titled it. So it was probably like a month ago, or like early last month, I think. I posted a video called Update. Pneumonia. I'm still putting out videos. I'm still putting out videos and working on things though. And I was basically announcing that I had pneumonia at the time, and that was actually my opportunity.
Do you still have it?
No. I got off my medication and everything. I'm fine, but that was a while ago.
Okay.
But I used that as an opportunity, as well as the new hashtag for YouTube. At the time that it came out, it was the hashtag bloopers, and I used that to spread positivity about my friends and all the people that I had like worked with over time, and they were actually just like, you know, an absolute joy and actually fun time to work with, and also just have around in general. And so when I put those out, I moved forward a little bit, started editing my shorts a little bit more. Then I put out another video about something I never commented on before, and I was to other people, they didn't know that I was dealing with this, but I also still haven't announced what I was dealing with. I put out a video called "We'll Be Alright," hashtag hope, and the text of it was, "I'm gonna live without any repercussions." And there's actually a lot more to that, but right after that, I had announced that I was dropping new music. I was working on more edits about the vacation and all that other stuff. I'm working on multiple channels, and then right there, as soon as I dropped the music, something like kind of like sparked is the only word I can use for it right now.
Yeah, it inspired you. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's when I dropped the I hope you're all having a good day hashtag support. That was my first video that was showing I was doing daily updates to show support and ask my fan base if, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could still technically call it a fan base. If my fan base was, you know, going through something, they wanted to talk about something in the comments. They also have,
I saw that.
They also have, like, access to my Discord and everything else, because I'm a small creator. I can still connect with all of my fans.
Yeah.
And so it was the caption, "Much love to everyone who sees this and supports me. I hope you're all having a good day. Subscribe." Then, once again, life moves, it gets better. Life moves, it gets better than the right now. I hope you all had a good day today. Put your favorite activity / thing you did today in the comments, and if you count it as a good or bad thing, or a good or bad day. Then love everyone who supports me and comes back to see my channel. I hope everyone had a good day today. Much love to you all. Have confidence and search out an even better day tomorrow.
Okay.
You know, and I just had all of these. But then the other situation happened. And I put out a video that's actually out right now. People can actually see this one. And it's titled, I think I've met my real self for the first time in a while. And so the captions were, I think it took, okay, wait, hang on.
Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. What's up?
Yeah, go ahead and do that real quick.
No. Sorry about that. I'm here now.
That's fine. The captions over it were, I think it took preparing myself for the talk with her dad to really realize I'm happy. I don't know what just clicked with me, but something became clear, and I'm so happy I'm about to burst into tears. It's the most absurdly weird thing I've ever experienced, but I'm genuinely happy for the first time in 12 years. 12 years was a long time ago.
You think it's a long time? Boy.
There's
Do you even know?
I think there's more to this.
Whoever's playing that song, that hit the right spot.
Yeah, it's in the video. Wait, that was it? Oh, I only showed one message. Not bad. But the other text over it was, I hope someone can explain this feeling to me. then that's when I released the I'm feeling better about myself, all this other stuff that you just saw, like earlier.
Yeah.
So all the timelines to this leading up to now were actually really, confidence boosting. I'm happier. My resting face changed, and the way I perceive the world and everything around me is way different.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned to accept that I am who I am, and I'm happy with being myself because at least I got to live a life. Okay.
I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. Thank you for saying that. I needed to hear that. You need to quote yourself on that on one of your videos.
Yeah, I was debating whether or not to like ask you if I should upload this or not, or if I could, because I really wanted to say studying, but I also wanted to really let this out, but I didn't want to put the spotlight on you.
What's up to you, man? You don't have to. I mean, as long as you leave my when you go through it, because I did say my name to. Alright, fuck it. Yeah, just go ahead. Just
Also,
whatever parts you need to cut out, just cut them out.
Yeah.